Xin chào mọi người đã trở lại với channel của hội game.net và hôm nay chúng ta cùng tìm hiểu thử xem tiêu điểm tướng của tuần này là tướng nào nhé.
With an inferiority complex.
Is that a short joke?
Though he may be small, this champion packs a hell of a punch. Taking a look at Veigar, we can see that he has a whopping base damage of 48.3 and gains almost 3 points per level. But Veigar has extremely low defenses, which means if he gets caught out, he will lose health at an astronomical rate. Onto the abilities of Veigar. Veigar's passive is Equilibrium. Veigar's mana regeneration is increased by 1% for each 1% of mana missing, so Veigar has a built-in Chalice of Harmony. Veigar's Q is Baleful Strike. Veigar unleashes dark energy at a target enemy, dealing magic damage. If a unit is killed, Veigar gains ability power permanently. If Veigar kills an enemy, he gains 1 ability power, and passively gains more ability power based on the level of the ability. Gaining ability power without having to buy items is the reason why all Veigar players should, quote-unquote, farm his Q. Veigar's W ability is Dark Matter. Veigar calls forth a mass of dark matter to fall from the sky to a target location, dealing magic damage when it lands. After 1.2 seconds, dark matter falls from the sky to that target location, dealing magic damage. Dark matter allows Veigar to easily farm creeps at a low level. Combining dark matter with Veigar's stun begins his nuking damage combo. Veigar's E is Event Horizon. Veigar twists the edges of space around the target location for 3 seconds, stunning enemies who pass through the perimeter for a short duration. Stuns last between 1.5 seconds to 2.5 seconds based on the level of the ability. This stun allows for Veigar's nuking combo, and should be used to initiate said combo. Veigar's R, otherwise known as his ulti, is Primordial Burst. Veigar blasts a target enemy champion and deals a large base amount of magic damage plus 80% of his target's ability power. This is Veigar's strongest move and can only be used on enemy champions. The damage scales from 250 to 500 plus 1.2 per Veigar's ability power plus 80% of the target's ability power. This is one strong attack. As for runes, I build to complement Veigar's strong points. For reds, I build flat magic penetration. For yellows, I split halfway between flat armor and flat mana regeneration. And as for blues, I split between flat magic resist and flat mana regeneration. My quints are flat ability power. The reason for this setup is Veigar is heavily reliant on farming his Q early game, and therefore the mana regeneration allows Veigar to stay in lane and farm that Q. For masteries, I build 20, 0, 10, picking up all the ability power, cooldown reduction, and damage I possibly can. I pick up increased movement, decreased recall time, increased ward vision, increased buffs, and increased base mana in order to gain the competitive early game advantage to my enemy laning partner. In a standard round of Summoner's Rift, your jungling teammate would allow you to receive the second blue buff of the game in order to give you an advantage in middle lane. With the increased buff, Veigar will have an even stronger advantage on his enemy. Veigar is item dependent like all champions in League of Legends. My build on Veigar is pretty standard, but also expensive. Deathfire Graph should be the first item created in any game with Veigar, due to its active ability. When used on an enemy champion, it deals 50% of the target champion's maximum health and magic damage, and applies a debuff known as Doom. Doom amplifies all magic damage that the target champion takes by 20% for 4 seconds. By using Deathfire Grasp, after Veigar's Event Horizon, all other abilities Veigar uses are increased by 20%. This allows Veigar to take down even the tankiest of enemies. Liandry's Torment is great on Veigar, in the fact that it applies burns to enemies that have been attacked with magic damage. Liandry's Torment's passive is basically a lesser form of Ignite, and will help in securing kills. Rabadon's Death Cap amplifies one's ability power. Seraph's Embrace is the final form of Archangel's Staff. Its passive will increase the amount of ability power a champion has based on the amount of mana said champion has. Plus 1 mana is gained every time an ability is used. Once at 1000 mana, Archangel Staff becomes Seraph's Embrace. Void Staff increases Veigar's magic penetration by 40%. Sorcerer's Shoes increase Veigar's movement speed and increases Veigar's magical penetration. Adding the enchantment Home Guard, Veigar is able to quickly enter back into a fray after regenerating mana and health at the fountain.
Suffering away.
I start every game as Veigar with a Fairy Charm, 2 wards, 2 health pots, and 2 mana pots. Then I head off to mid lane. These starting items will give you enough sustain to farm your Q, harass your opponent, and get the upper hand on CS. The wards will counter any early game ganks. I try to have at least 1 ward on me at all times. I build Fairy Charm into a Tear of the Goddess, and then focus all my gold into buying a Deathfire Grasp. Boots should be bought accordingly. You should have at least level 1 boots before you purchase your Deathfire Grasp. Remember to always farm your Q. I can't stress enough the importance of early game Q farming with Veigar. It's not about killing your middle lane partner. It's about out-sustaining them, out-farming them, and out-itemizing them. In this clip, I'm attempting to save bot lane from a 4-man gank. I come in from the river and initiate immediately with my Event Horizon, stunning Xin Zhao and allowing me to get into a better position to fight. Lysandra forces me into retreat to the tri-bush where Kog'Maw backs me up. I pop a mana pot and head back into the river. I see Xin Zhao and proceed to chase with Olaf and Blitzcrank following suit. I try frantically to land my Q and then deter Xin Zhao from heading back to lane with my Dark Matter. I continue to chase Xin Zhao down and activate my Event Horizon to stun Xin Zhao. I then use my Q and Ignite to burst down Xin Zhao. Olaf lands an axe and slows Xin Zhao. As a result, I am able to get off 2 auto attacks in order to secure the Xin Zhao kill. Suddenly, Lysandra and Ashe appear out of the bush. Lysandra immediately focuses me, but with Olaf's help we were able to burst her down. Naturally realizing how strong Ashe is, I begin to retreat, but Olaf continues to fight. Just then my ulti comes up and I know I can kill Ashe. I hurry back to aid Olaf, but I'm unable to save him. But I still pick up the kill, receiving a triple kill and gaining a 3-for-1 exchange. In this clip, I am able to easily destroy mid lane's turret, but Xin Zhao has other plans. He comes in from the river and chases me down. He begins to burst me down very easily, but I pop my Event Horizon and flash away to safety. Using your Event Horizon like this is a great way to escape certain death. Here's another escape using Event Horizon. Lysandra approaches from the bottom lane and initiates with a glacial path, and I respond with my Event Horizon, stunning her before she can teleport to the claw. I then see Ashe's enchanted crystal arrow and dodge it. In this clip, I'll show you how to properly act in a teamfight as Veigar. Here you can see my team is attempting to finish the game by picking up the Baron buff. I avoided the area, allowing for vision. Suddenly, the enemy team appears, ready to steal Baron. Stick to the outside and use your range as an advantage. Allow your tank to initiate, in this case Volibear. After your team begins to fight, try to stun your enemies with your Event Horizon and activate your Dark Matter. Then all you have to do is use your Deathfire Grasp, Primordial Burst, and or Baleful Strike to secure some kills. I'd like to thank Zepheads for helping me create this guide. His YouTube channel's link will be in the description below. Hey guys, Rantalon here. I hope you enjoyed this guide. Remember to subscribe for more guides, tutorials, and Let's Plays. Leave a comment below on other League of Legends champions you'd like to see guides for. If you liked this video, remember to thumbs it up so others can see it as well. Make sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter to know when I'm uploading next. The links are in the description below. See you guys on the fields of justice.
Thân mọi người đã coi qua clip và đây là clip được lấy nguồn ở trên mạng về, và cũng cảm ơn cái kênh Liên Minh Huyền Thoại ở trên YouTube để cho mình được cái ý tưởng làm về những cái tướng ở trong Liên Minh Huyền Thoại. Ngoài ra bạn cũng có thể vào trang web hội game.net và ở thể loại game online ở Liên Minh Huyền Thoại, thì ở trong cái thể loại này nó sẽ có thể tập hợp những cái bài viết nói về truyền thuyết hay là những cái bài viết hướng dẫn cách chơi, thì bạn có thể vào ở trong đây để bạn kiếm những cái cách chơi, những cái tướng mà bạn đang yêu thích. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại. Nhớ subscribe nếu mà clip này nó có giá trị đối với bạn. Xin chào.